guys, welcome to your routine for today. We're going to start just by nice and easy warming up the spine, letting everything release with the cat stretch. So I hope you're ready for this. Okay, so all you need is a mat, sense of humour and yourself. So maybe you're doing this in your pyjamas, maybe you're doing it naked or just in your knickers, whatever. I don't mind, I'm not fussy, you just carry on. Okay, so start with your cat stretch. So lift the heart up towards the ceiling, let the head drop back and look at your thighs. And then taking the tailbone back, dropping the heart towards the floor. And again, rolling through, lifting the heart towards the ceiling. And then dropping that heart back down towards the floor. Let's do two more, feeling that spine and release and the rippling effect as you lift and lower through the back. And then come to your halfway position between those two, so you're in a neutral position. Look over your right shoulder to your right heel as the hips just drop away to the other side. Let the pelvis just go. Come back to centre, other side looking over. And again, just getting you a gentle stretch down the side. One more on each side. Allow those hips to move. And then come back to centre. Tuck the toes under and come into pike. Downward dog. Let your heels drop towards the floor. And then come up onto your toes. Bend the knees towards the floor, about halfway down. Lift the tailbone towards the ceiling. Slide your shoulders up your back. And then start to lift the legs, straighten the legs and push the heels towards the floor. And then slowly start to shift the weight forward into the plank position, holding it steady, lengthen through the crown of the head, lengthen through your heels so the legs stay nice and strong. Really push through those heels, abs are strong. And then start to bend the elbows, come down to the knees if you need to, into a push-up position. And when you get there, roll yourself up into that cobra position. Now if you can't come up this high, that's fine. Halfway is just lovely. And then tuck your toes under, bend the knees, come back into downward dog. Come up onto your toes again, bend the knees, push the tailbone towards the ceiling. And then straighten those legs, push the heels towards the floor. And then start to come forward into that plank position, holding those abdominals strong, lifting the heart towards the ceiling, sliding the shoulders down your back, pushing through the heels, and then slowly come down into that push-up position. And then come up into cobra. Opening up the shoulders, get the hair out of your mouth at the same time. And then push yourself back, come back into child's pose. And if you feel it in your wrists, allow the wrists to rotate, opening up the wrists, let them go. Lovely. And then roll yourself up. Come onto your side, onto your knees. Have a block or a rolled up towel if you need to, because we're going to do psychic kneeling. You might need a block just to help you stay a little bit further off the floor. So one leg goes out, the other leg stays, foot in line with your knees, opening up the front of the chest, lengthen through the crown of the head as if you're pushing that wall away, hips are level, lift and lower that top leg. So we're going to do 5. Hand can come here by the side of the head if you want to. Lovely. Last one, hold it up there, kick it forward and take it back. 5. You've done 2 already. 2 more. Working those glutes. Lovely. Last one. Come back to centre, hold it steady and then bring that knee down. Bring the feet around in front. Bring the legs together, hands to the back, opening up the chest, just gently pressing the fingers into the floor, not sinking between your shoulders. Drop the knees to one side. Come back to centre and onto the other side. The other foot lifts off the floor, so just resting on the side of the foot. Lovely, going into that hip twist. Keep lifting the chest. Stay with this if you want to challenge yourself. The top leg lengthens as you roll over onto the other side. Watch your shoulders. This is a tricky one for your shoulders because they want to go like this. We don't want to do that. Gentle pressure on those fingers. One more to the other side. Lovely. And then come back to centre. You okay? Of course you are. Okay, other side for the cyclic kneeling. Hand comes to the floor, leg lengthens. Lengthen through the crown of the head so you're in that straight line. Imagine there's a pane of glass here and you're trying to not go any further forward than that pane of glass. It's not allowing you to bring your hip forward too far. You're not allowed to fall away from the pane of glass, keeping nice and level. Foot's in line with your knee, lift the leg. And lower. Hand can come to your head if you want to, or keep it resting on your thigh. 2 more. Is it a bit trickier on this side? Watch your hips are level. Hold the next one up there. Let's kick it forward. Lengthen through the crown of the head, making sure you're not slumping into your rib cage. 3 more. For me, this side's much trickier. 2 more. Last one. Come back to centre. Hold it steady. And then release. Come back to that hip twist, which for some reason is called the can-can. That's a great name for an exercise. Let's do the can-can. Yeah. Okay. Okay, we're going to make it a little bit trickier this time. So let's just go back to what we were doing, dropping the knees to the side, trying not to slump between your shoulders. But this time we're going to add both legs lifted if you can. So rather than taking one leg away and then coming over to the other side and doing one leg, do you want to have a go at doing 2? It's really difficult. Come back to centre and to the other side. It's great for those hip flexors. Watch those shoulders. Whoa, lovely. Last one on each side. Lovely. And to the other side. And then come back to centre, release the feet. Oh, good job, take the legs out, give them a bit of a shake. Lift the arms up towards the ceiling, give you a lovely stretch and bring the arms around, out and to your side. Okay, so we're going to do rolling like a ball, going into a teaser and going into a jackknife. Oh yes, a little bit of everything as we finish. Picking the feet up into that balanced position. Lovely. And then as you come into this balanced position, just let your hands come to the floor and let the legs lengthen away. Holding it steady, roll yourself down to the floor, vertebrae by vertebrae. And when you get there, hands to the floor, press your hands and your arms and your shoulders into the floor. The legs come up towards the ceiling, bend the knees towards your face. Keep lifted here in the ribs, and then roll yourself down to the floor. Lovely. Hold on to your knees, roll yourself back up. Hands to the floor, lengthen the legs long. Rolling yourself down to the floor, hands to the floor. Jackknife position, bending the knees. Stay lengthened here in the ribs, then roll yourself back down through the spine. Let's roll back up. Ooh, lovely. Hold your balance. Ready for a couple more? I thought so. Okay. Legs. Legs away. Roll yourself down. Shall we lift the arms? They can stay on the floor, which is fine. Or you can lengthen them away a little bit harder towards your feet. And then bring the hands to the floor as you go into that jackknife. Knees towards you. And then rolling yourself towards the floor. Pulling the abdominals in. And then start to roll yourself back up. So you've got a little bit of momentum going on there, which is nice. Whew. Lengthen those legs away. Last one. And then roll yourself down Arms reach if you want to. And then hands to the floor, jackknife position. Knees, abs, shoulders. And then start to roll yourself back down and lift. Hold that balanced position. Lovely. Hands underneath your knees. Lift the feet. And then slowly start to take the hands away. Bring one foot down if you need to. Lift the arms up towards the ceiling if you can. Lift that chest. Arms out to the side. And bring the hands back underneath the knees. Lift the chest. Let the arms take the weight of the legs. Let the legs feel heavy, so you're sinking the femurs back into the pelvis. Let them go. And then slowly release. Lifting the arms back up towards the ceiling. Lift that chest. And open the arms out to the side. And then hold back underneath your knees. Happy? Are you screaming at me? Are you wobbling? Hold that right knee in towards your chest. Roll yourself down. Let the left leg come to the floor. Lift the leg up towards the ceiling. Stretching out the hamstrings, pushing through the heel. Walking up the thigh if you can. Don't worry if you can't. You can stay on the calf, on the thigh. If you can reach behind the calf, go ahead. Got my leg round the wrong way. And then slowly come back down. Place the foot on the floor, release the leg, bring the other leg in. And then walk up if you can, otherwise just hold it steady. And then slowly walk yourself back down. Bring your feet and the knees together, drop your knees to the right hand side, turn the head to the left. Just let that release in your waist, in the back. Come back to centre and change sides. Keep the feet together, keep the knees together. Stay on this side, just roll over with your hands, push your hands into the floor, come up into your seated position. Lovely. So if you can bring the feet out in a seated position like this, that would be great, so the ankles are more or less in line with each other. Otherwise just be comfortable seated in whatever position you feel comfortable in. Try and roll away the thighs away from you, from that fleshy part of your glutes, pushing away so you can really feel those sit bones grounding into the floor. Lift the chest, drop your shoulders, close your eyes, focus on the inhalation and the exhalation. Breathing in all that positive energy as you're breathing up the spine. Exhale all the negative energy down the spine and away out of the body. Focusing on having a positive day ahead, playing that day ahead through your mind, thinking about the tasks that you've got ahead of you. Thinking about them with positivity, going through your day with a big smile on your face. Enjoying just being you, with no judgments about anything at all. We just love you for you. And just thinking about the amazing people you're going to meet today. And if you have a tricky time, just think about somebody that you love, somebody that means a lot to you, and fill your heart with gratitude for that person. And know that you are loved. And let the hands come to the floor, lift them up towards the ceiling, reaching through your fingers. Reach tall with your fingers, even taller so you're lifting out of the ribs. And then turn the hands away from each other, push the hands away. And just roll your shoulders. Come back the other way. Your knees together. Hug yourself and have a fantastic day, and I'll see you tomorrow. Thank you for joining.